responsibility for that.
Mr. Speaker.
Maggie Barry.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Gosh, that was a long half hour. I rise with great pleasure to speak to the Resource Management Reform Bill in its second reading. I am entirely in support of the provisions in this bill, and I find it an excellent piece of legislation. I would have to say it was mildly diverting, listening to the irony from the Greens, talking about the feeling, the absolute wonderment that the RMA in its original form in 1991 passed unanimously through the House. Now, I wonder why that could be. It was pre-MMP, for a start, pre the divisive and increasingly bitter Greens coming in, they who oppose everything. Other colleagues of mine have pointed out they oppose mining and oil exploration, dairy farming, irrigation, anything basically that will grow the economy and grow jobs, they oppose. And guess what? They're even starting to oppose their own policies. They're turning in on themselves. Quantitative easing, once the banner that they all fought and died under, they've flip-flopped on that, decided to sell it off because it may not give them the power they desperately crave. Not even supporting their own policies, I guess that is a kind of consistency, Mr. Speaker. A rare sign of consistency from the Greens. But back to this bill. It is an omnibus bill, but it is going to be split up into 3 stages when it goes through into the committee stages, and I think that's appropriate. It is appropriate that we have rigorous and robust debates on the Local Government and Environment Select Committee, which is very ably chaired, I must say, by Nikki Wagner, who made some excellent points around the detail of the provisions and the detail of what's already happened at Select Committee level, because there have been a lot of modifications, a lot of changes. We've listened to the submitters, we've taken note of it, and we are duly consulting with them. And that's reflected in this at the second reading of the bill. I would have to say the improvements in the resource consent regime, well overdue. My North Shore electorate are constantly telling me what an extraordinarily foolish business the consents were, because the bureaucracy just burgeoned and it would take months of delays, tens of thousands of dollars of extra money to do basically very simple things. So the streamlining and the resource consents that we're putting it through into 6-month consenting times for medium-sized projects will make a big difference. There are a number of other amendments that are coming through that others have spoken of, and we will deal with them in the readings that are to come, Mr. Speaker, but I certainly commend this in its second reading, the RMA Reform Bill, to the House. Thank you.
Honourable David Cunliffe, 5 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, I very much welcome